Hey guys, what's going on? It's Alex from Fitment Industries, and we are in a much warmer place than Wisconsin, a place that doesn't have humidity, a place that's not moist when you walk outside. We are here in California. We're hanging out with none other than Top Rank with my good old friend, Brian. And today, we're reviewing your car.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I am, my baby.
Are you sure? You
yes.
So like we're in like the heart of automotive culture. Let me tell you, like the cars that we get to see over on this trip have been insane. We're spoiled. We're gonna go back and we're not gonna see any of what we've seen today, so thank you.
I am also from Wisconsin, so I know that.
Yeah, Green Bay to be exact.
Bay,
really high point there.
Go Pack.
But okay, we're gonna get into it.
Right.
So this is your car, right? This
yes.
is, walk me through the Supra a
So
little
this
bit.
is my personal RZ 1993 Toyota Supra. Twin turbo, 6-speed, JDM, of course, right-hand drive, got to put on for the team. So Alpine Silver. My poster car as a child was the Gracer Supra, which is a Greddy specification car. It was silver, and I'm so fortunate to say that I am building this car with Greddy.
That's
and I just got it back today from some new stuff, so I get to kind of create the Gracer Supra of my childhood.
That's awesome. So for a lot of people that don't know, because this is something that was new to me, is the fact that when we hear of Greddy or when we hear of HKS or when we hear some of those older names, sometimes we think that they're like off in like some sort of, I don't know, closet overseas, and they're not. Like they're here, they're working on the car with you, they're dialing it all in, right?
Yeah, so Trust Japan was originally founded in Japan. When they tried to come to the US, there was already a company called Trust, so they needed to come up with something else. So Greddy it was.
That's awesome.
So
That's
fun
awesome.
fact about Greddy, G is in great.
Yep.
Eddy, as in wind, like great wind, like a turbo. That's Greddy.
Oh, wow.
Crazy, right?
Welcome to Fitment Education class. I'm your host, Bill Nye, and here's Brian.
That's why Trust is Japan and Greddy is US.
That's awesome.
Greddy is right up the road from us in Irvine, California.
That's so sick.
Yes.
So then you have the authentic wheels, right?
Yeah, so these wheels were the same wheels from the Greddy Gracer Supra. I just got the Gracer front lip today, which is not yet on the car. It has to go to paint. But the original ads for the Gracer Supra have these stern wheels on them. As you can see, they could use a little bit of a rebuild, which is coming up here real quick.
And then those are still the stock brakes then?
So these are actually Lexus LS 400 brakes for the moment.
Okay.
Because in the passenger seat, if you want to get straight to brakes.
Which is on the wrong side, I'm on the wrong side.
I've got something else from Greddy that will be going on to replace
those are
those tiny little brakes.
Those are big boys.
We have a Greddy 6-pot brake. Built with Endless, also has an Endless 2-piece rotor, so 6 piston in the front, 4 in the rear. So these will be going on there.
That's awesome. I like the color.
They're pretty nice.
I like the color.
Thanks.
So this is like authentic. This is heritage. This is like you're really going back and cranking it back to as close as you can.
Right, and a little bit of a modern touch. So the exhaust doesn't exist. This is something
big exhaust
that they made for the Supra. So it's a titanium custom exhaust from Greddy, and you can see them laser etched in. They now sell the mufflers you can buy that has the Greddy etched in, but the whole exhaust was done at Greddy.
This is a full pass of the fist test.
It is.
And I've got I can go all the way in. There's 3 fingers into the inlet.
Yep, whole deal. And right here, we have
There's a lot of space in that exhaust. OG
emblem though.
That's nuts.
New exhaust, OG exhaust emblem. So
it's so
kind of cool.
Clean.
Yep.
And you have clean cars everywhere, but this is like...
Well, this is my personal one, so you got to do a little extra. So it has the original RZ Aero from Japan on it. Has some cool features inside, like the Confetti Recaro, the Confetti floor mats, which is an original option.
Very 90s.
And custom seats. So I did this because what a lot of people don't realize is that the rear seats are all leather in the US and Japan.
Okay.
But in Japan, almost all the front seats are cloth. So they didn't really have a leather option. So in order to have my seats match, because it was driving me nuts that the front were cloth, even though it's from the factory, had to do this. So We put the Top Rank logo in there and did this style seat, which I think still fits the period, gives it a bit more of a modern
You don't realize how, everybody always says when you get in like a Mark IV Supra, you always talk about like how it's a very driver-oriented cockpit, right?
Everything faces you.
But when you see it in person, you don't realize how exaggerated that actually is, how much that is really facing you. I mean, everything is facing the driver, and the passenger gets to look at a glove box. Yeah, so you really only get like you don't get much to look at when you're in the passenger seat. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You know, maybe you can play some tic-tac-toe, you can be on your iPhone or whatever it is that you do, but it is a super clean interior. Everything about this car is pretty nutso clean. How's the engine bay?
We'll get to that right now.
Clean, unclean?
It's clean, man. It's clean.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because you do drive this car a lot.
Yeah, I put 30-ish thousand miles on this car last year.
Jeez.
So, not afraid to drive it. It's mine. I'm not selling it. Who cares about resale?
Stop looking at him. Stop giving him attention. He thrives off of it.
Under here, we have a bunch of other Greddy parts.
Oh my goodness.
We have some titanium pieces from Chasing Jays and Greddy. Chasing Jays, Dominic is right up the street from us. He makes really great titanium pieces like this. Greddy front mount intercooler, Greddy breather tank, Greddy radiator, hard piping kits.
Lots of Greddy.
Airnex intake.
Greddy is everywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
gosh darn.
the only thing that's not Greddy on the car that is aftermarket is the suspension, because Greddy doesn't make
Yeah, and that's
coil
what?
for this car. HKS. So
HKS?
HKS Hypermax GT on these.
That's awesome.
Yep. So
Ride's good?
it rides great. Yeah, so happy with it for sure.
All right, enough. Enough with how clean it is and the fact that you drive it 30,000 miles and the fact that it's a perfect Greddy car. Put this hood back down. We gotta rate it.
Very
you have
reliable.
Carbon fiber? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man.
Come on.
It doesn't look good when you got the thing.
Come on. You know? That's why it only goes up to here. I'm like,
Yeah.
that seems interesting. Of course, they're carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Small attention to detail, bro. Thank you. Just make me hate every build I've ever done in my entire life. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's some nice little details.
Anything else you want to share with the class?
Yeah, these headlights are really cool, actually. So
Okay.
we displayed a Supra at Tokyo Auto Salon in 2019 with a company called Wise Square, and they take OEM headlights and they make them nicer and cooler. So on a regular Supra, you'll see, if you follow me over here,
To the other Supra.
see how these are all clear and like
Oh, yeah.
chromey looking. So the 98 headlights on the Supra have like a black charcoal, but everybody puts the 98 headlights in. So why not do that black charcoal with a 93 style headlight?
Oh, so then they go and they tear the whole thing apart?
Right, they
and
tear it
redo
all apart, they reseal everything, and the company's called Wise Square.
Yeah, I see it.
So I like that. It's a cool little touch that definitely gives it that period correct still look
This is nuts.
with the facelift style headlight. Details.
Details.
Little details.
Details. How long, okay, so the last question. 100% being the car is done, 0 being you just started. Where are you at with the car? Where would you say?
That is tough.
Yeah, where would you say you're at?
There's always more.
There's always more, but there's gotta be like an end goal on this. Fist test got all over my arm.
I'm gonna say 60%.
60%. 60. This man's at 60% with this car. You haven't even seen his final form, right? And it's like,
there's still more to do.
what? I don't like this at all. We're gonna rate your car.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
on
do
10. Out of 10.
Sure.
We gotta rate it out of 10, right?
Fair enough.
On 10? Yeah, count to 10.
No, I don't want to count to
said
10.
on 10.
You have to also rate your car. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then number. You have to rate it out of 10.
Sure.
I will rate it out of 10. You have to tell me why you wrote your number, and then I have to kind of bullshit my way into figuring out if I should rate your car the way that I want to.
Yeah.
All right, ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3, 9.
7.
Wow, what? You lied to me.
I didn't lie
You
to you.
said I said 3, and then you
I'm sorry.
waited.
I didn't mean to wait. You were just so ready. I wasn't.
Why'd you say 7?
So, I mean, there's things, right, on every car, and I think that the more time you spend in each car, there's things. And I mean, we bring in 300 cars a year. some pretty critical of cars. I can look at a car and instantly tell you 25 things I don't like about it. And I really do that on my own car too. There's things that I have planned for this, or things that I want to clean or make better, or dry ice blast, and there's little interior things that I want better. There's a long way to go. For me, I don't know that a 10 exists, and I've seen a lot of cars, you know, but I mean, the car is definitely not a 9, dude, but I appreciate that.
That is it. The car is a 9. Let me tell you why it's a 9. Okay, it's actually damn near a 10. I would even call it a 10.5, because I don't. So here's the biggest thing for me, right?
Sure.
I love the car. I love everything that you're doing to the car. But what I think I appreciate the most about this car is what you're doing with it. I think the craft of what you're going with, like the Greddy parts, and going back and really looking back at something that you wanted to have when you were a kid, and then going out and getting that is so cool. Because this could be any car, in all honesty. You could have picked any one of those. So to hear the story of what you're doing, I think is super, super cool.
The most
I
fun
absolutely love it.
thing about the car has been finding the parts that don't exist anymore. I enjoy the hunt more than probably the drive.
Yeah. That's so cool.
It's cool, and the hunt will never be over.
No, absolutely not. Well, if you guys have a different rating, or you want to call us out for our ratings, be sure to do so in the comments section below. And of course, if you guys haven't yet, be sure to add your car to our growing gallery, fitmentindustries.com/add, where we actually do these series every single week. I'm nothing more than a special guest, because big boy Dakota over there is usually the guy that's in front of the camera. He slapped his stomach, which makes me uncomfortable, which means if you guys are looking for wheels, tires, suspension, be sure to check us out at fitmentindustries.com. And if you're looking for cars to drool over, Top Rank Importers. I go there every night, it seems like, at like 10 o'clock. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't tell my wife, and then I just feel very sad that I don't own any of them.
One day I'm going to put one in your garage.
You should.
I'm going to ship it there with an invoice.
You really should. At this point, it might be best. Let us know, guys, what you want to see next, and of course, we will see you guys later. Peace, 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 peace.